Hi everyone, good morning. This is Veena, Assistant Professor from MBA Department. And today we are going to look into one of the important, at the same time, it is going to be a very interesting topic. Yes, like the online media versus the traditional media. So everyone are very much curious to know what is traditional media, what is the way of communicating the information in traditional media, and how the trend has been changed from traditional media to the online media. So before moving to that, let's have a recap on what is the session we have covered in the last one. Yes, the core concepts of digital measurements and the data collection methodologies we have studied. Second one is understanding the engagement rates, reach, impression, and conversion tracking. Third one is how the analytics from strategic digital marketing choices we have learned comparing online media with traditional media for strategic business insights. And yes, today we are going to look into the one of the important topic from the picture. You can guess the topic. Yes, it is the difference between the traditional media, yes, the newspapers, television, which is used to considered for doing all, which is used to do all the advertisements and marketing. And latest trends, yes, the online media, these mobile phones, smartphones, and the social digital platforms such as YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So let's have a difference between the both two medias. Which one is better for the communicating the informations to the people? Yes, before that, we'll define the traditional media. Yes, it is a legacy platforms where the television, radio, newspapers, magazines, and outdoor billboards dominating the pre-digital era, and it have a one way of communication. Say, for example, when a people used to schedule a broadcast with a limited audience interactions and feedback, they won't get the other way of communication from the customers or the persons who want to interact with the person who's doing the marketing. So it is always considered to be a one way of communication. Say, for example, when I'm going to give a TV advertisement, the people or the celebrity used in that advertisement will give the views about the product, whatever all they have in them, and there will not be any other way of communications to be shared from the customers. So this is where the high production standard, significant cost, and longer lead times with strong editorial oversight is required. Now, when it comes to online media, let's just have it is where and all the advantages is we have is that it is an interactive platform. Yes, now you have a social media, blogs, podcast, websites enabling real-time two-way communication. Say, for example, when you post an information in the YouTube or when you post an information in the blogs, social medias, you can receive the communication or the say for example the comments from the customers. So there will be like two way of communication. If it is going to be a wrong information, the other person on the other side can put a comment on that, so there will be a two way of communication. And next, it just have to be a targeted or advertising where it is very cost effective, scalable campaigns with granular audience targeting capabilities, and the mobile first consumption. Yes, the rapid content creation, distributing, optimized for smartphone users. Yes, now the informations which can be shortened with a specific content and that can reach to larger audience through the mobile phones. Yes, the next will be the difference between where we are waiting for the difference between the traditional media and the online. Yes, see, when you take the communication, yes, there is a one-way communication in the traditional media, and when you take it in the online media, there is a two-way interactive communication. When coming to the factor of cost, yes, there is a high production and placement in traditional media, whereas in online media, you have a lower and it is very scalable. For targeting, yes, you have a broad demographics. You can target more number of people in the traditional media, say for example, TV advertisement in an online media granulated by their behavior or the location. And when it comes to speed, yes, it is a long lead time for traditional media, but when it comes to online media, there is an instantaneous deployment. Yes, when it comes to the measurability, there is a limited tracking in traditional media. And when it comes to the online media, there is a real-time analytics. And when you take in terms of reach, that is local and national. But when it comes to online media, this is global and multi-platform. So both have pros and cons when it's come for the communication. Say, for example, Why online media is winning the youth audience is that 40% avoid traditional news and 68% the mobile first engage. The young adults skips traditional hard news formats according to digital news report, whereas the usage of smartphones has been increased as primary news consumption device. Thus, the social media offers personalized, bite-sized, and high visual content. Interactive formats like polls, Q&A session, and live stream boost engagement. Content creators provide relatable perspectives and authentic voices. Thus, online media is now winning the youth audience. Hope this video gave you a clear picture on what is online media and traditional media. What is the difference between both of them and which one is winning? We'll meet you in the next video with the further information. Thank you.